Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA. And I just had the pleasure of watching another Portland Trail Blazers game go up in complete flames in the fourth quarter because they don't know how to finish games anymore. Hooray! On like the worst possible night they could do that too. Like, this was their first home game since the sudden death of Jerome Kersey. Mercy, mercy, Jerome Kersey. One of my favorite Portland Trail Blazer players of all time. Played, for those of you that don't know who he is, he played on some of the really great Portland teams back in the early 90s and late 80s. Back when, you know, they probably would have won a championship or two if the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons didn't, you know, pretty much take those away from them. Oh, God. Gotta make it in there. Don't! No! Oh! Ah, that was tight. Yeah. So, yeah, he died suddenly of a pulmonary embolism, which that's all fancy medical talk for a blood clot in your lung. So he died of that. I think it was like a little over a week ago. I think it was. And so, yeah, dude. So it was their first home game since that, and so they had, you know, like a little ceremony before the game, and so, you know, everybody was kind of playing emotionally charged over the whole thing, and like they played really well for the first three quarters. They had a 13-point lead in the fourth quarter, and you know, everything looked like it was going to be gravy. They were gonna walk away with the big win, and everybody was gonna be all inspired and shit, and that was gonna kind of erase a little bit of a funk that Portland's been in lately. And then just all of a sudden, the wheels, it was like they took the team bus and they drove through a pile of radioactive waste, and it just like eroded the rubber on the tires just straight off. Oh no, don't ruin it. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, dude, they like drove the team bus through like radioactive waste, and the tires eroded off, and so they were driving on nothing but just, you know, hubcaps at that point. And then it just came to a screeching halt, and they died. They got outscored like 31-15 or something like that. It was just so awful. And that's like the second game in a row that's happened. Like, they were playing against Utah the other night, and they were ahead by like 8 points at some point in the third quarter. And then between that point and the rest of the game, Utah went on like a 47 to 20 run and just blew them out. And like Portland, like, little backstory, Portland for the better part of the season really has been one of the best teams in the NBA in winning, you know, in closing out games, in winning, you know, small margin games. And then there was a game against Dallas. I think I actually mentioned it in one of my Safecracker games, or one of my Safecracker videos recently. They had a game against Dallas where they had a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and they just blew it like sky high, and they lost the game, and they have not been the same since. It has just been just a big load of tiger scrotums just stapled all over the team bulletin board in the office. It's been awful. It's been painful to look at, really. So yeah. So hopefully they'll get their shit together, because if they don't, they are going to have a very quick exit out of the playoffs, and it's just going to be a very disappointing little stretch of basketball in May. And there we go, we have a win. I don't know if Cecil was right behind us for that entire thing or not, but you know, maybe he was. Wow, those were all extremely close. Look at that. I have never had a race where all three laps were that close to each other in terms of time. Holy smokes. Like, literally, that's only 0.27 off of each other in each lap. Even the first lap, like, the first lap is always the slowest one. I mean, first cut is the deepest, you know? Wow, that was nuts. And, look at that, back up to 10. Still can't ever seem to get him out of second place, except for the one where we did, like that one right there. But other than that, man, we just can't get him away from it. Yeah! Finally! I mean, it was gonna happen at some point, but yeah! We're finally gonna get something cool for a change, something we haven't seen, you know? With the giant like Chinatown building over there that's like as big as every other building apparently. Alright, we're here! I just realized that I said last episode I was going to change the sound of my engine, but we won't have time to do it in this one. We'll do it in the next race if I have another chance for it. So this is actually a really weird track. As you can see, we're starting all the way out on the Brooklyn Bridge here, and then we're going into town. And so where we actually hit the checkpoint that will count as like the starting position obviously isn't where we were. Like, we're definitely not going to drive all the way down, you know, the Brooklyn Bridge just to pull a U-ass all the way at the end of it and flip around, even though that would actually be really tight. I think that'd be a really cool mechanic for this race, but I get it, they didn't do it. And so our starting position is like all the way up there, like towards the back end of this track. So it's a very weird idea, but I like it. I really do. I think it's kind of a nifty idea. It throws you off a little bit because it's even stranger that when you're playing it when you're not playing it in backwards orientation like we're doing right now, when you play it in forwards orientation, the starting position, or like the starting line, the faux starting line, is actually in it's even in a different spot for that too. So like this is a weird one. It's probably the strangest track out of all of them, really, just because of that particular piece of it. It's weird. I'll show you where the starting position is in the other way around when we get around to it. So give me just a second here. Oh, yeah. So that's where the starting spot is. Going this way, it's such a weird place to put that. Like, it doesn't have that type of feel to it at all. It really doesn't. It's a weird one. Oh, that guy's driving a Ford Mustang, is he? The old stallion, huh? The old, really weird, phlegmy green stallion. Oh god! With the old Douglas fir tree type of racing stripe on it. Alright. Oh god. So I got a funny story for you, actually. So, real quick, before I get into the story, when you play in forwards orientation, it's the other starting line's right there. As you can, I'll actually put the thing down there, which is nice for you to know. So I went to Walgreens after work today, which I never really go to Walgreens. It's such a weird little, I don't even know if you could really call it a department store, but I guess you kind of could, because there's all sorts of just weird things in there. And I went there because they sell pop figures there, and I wanted to see what they had, because apparently Walgreens has their own set of exclusives, which I find really weird, by the way. Of all places you can give exclusives to, you give them to Walgreens and Hot Topic. Those are two places that get those. Like, I understand Comic-Con ones, like, that makes perfect sense. But Hot Topic and Walgreens are places that are getting exclusive figures. So I went there to see what they had, because they apparently have like these really cool Punisher ones, and I wanted to see if they had them. And they did not. Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Entering the final lap. And so I go in there and they didn't have them, but they did have these little like little Mega Block like Halo figures, and so I bought one of those, and it was only like $2.29. And I got this little tiny grunt figure guy, and he's holding one of the little plasma rifles in his hand. It's kind of cool. It took me all of about 14 seconds to assemble, but that's also why they're Mega Blocks and not Legos. They don't want you to have to assemble those things and spend a lot of time. They just want you to be able to have a quick little thing, which I like, actually, in certain situations. And then I also saw, like, for the first time ever, like, I didn't even know these were even in circulation, but apparently Dragon Ball Z has a trading card game, and they had packs of Dragon Ball Z cards in, like, these crazy, huge protective plastic casings. And so I definitely bought one. I haven't even opened it yet, but that was kind of sick, actually. Like, I can only imagine what's in there. I mean, there's definitely a large character pool for them to dive into. And apparently they've got, I mean, in a very similar way to any sort of, you know, trading card game. They've got your regular cards, they've got some rare ones, and they've got ultra rare ones. Oh, God. And so, yeah, I kind of, like, I almost don't want to open it, just because I want to, like, I don't know, I kind of like the whole collector's idea. Oh no! Oh no, I didn't realize we're like one turn away from this thing being over. Oh god, no, don't blow it right here. Don't blow it right here. I'm not gonna let you have it, Cecil! Go suck a dick, Butkus. Oh, no. Yeah, there we... Oh, yeah, baby! We did it, finally! We staved the man off. He's not gonna take it away from us like he kind of sort of did in New York Uptown last episode, where he ended up taking it away from us. Mainly because of my own fault, because I decided to try to take stupid shortcuts I knew I couldn't cross, but did it anyways. Was that him? Ooh, it was him. That's okay, though. We're up by 13. This is good news. And we still have room for one more, so can we get Las Vegas? Oh, nope. We'll get Seattle. That's fine. We're actually going to do it regularly, so... Okay, let's go change our engine here. So we've been doing the 440 V8 the whole time. The Formula one's kind of tight. I'm not going to do it, though. Let's do this one. This one sounds funny. Like this one, it sounds like just a guy like stood in front of the microphone and did this with his own mouth. Like like it sounds like a really awkward fart is what it sounds like to me. It really does. It's just or like somebody like fired up like a weed whacker or something. Like, it sounds like those really, really god-awful low-horsepower cars from Gran Turismo. Like, oh god, I can't even think of some right now, but like the Honda Fit or there's a whole bunch of European cars that were like that. They sound like you could literally find like a vacuum cleaner that probably has more to it. That's kind of what it sounds like, actually, is it kind of sounds like a vacuum cleaner. I can make a killing out here selling vacuum cleaners. That is a really, really tricky shortcut that I just went for. Because you miss that thing by a couple of pixels, and man, you are screwed so hard in the butt. And unless you're into that type of thing, it is going to be a nice, flamey, painful death. But here we go. I think that's one thing that I do like about this track, is that there's a lot of different options for ways to go. They give you a lot of freedom for that. I'll try to exhibit some of the different options here. That was one of them. I'll give you the option where we actually... Well, I guess I kind of already did it, where you actually... oh boy. Oh, you know what? We actually did take the freeway. I was going to say, we haven't even taken the freeway yet, but I guess we totally did that, like, all the way. Oh, double complete rainbow all the way! Oh my god. Shit. Yeah, that's also another shortcut you can take. I don't advise it, though. It is very, very difficult to land upright on that one, even though it's pretty much a free pass to get past this little scenario, because I'm not particularly fond of this. It's not the worst thing in the world, but, you know. Okay, just so we can reclaim our lead, we're gonna take this. If we were still holding a nice, you know, margin of first to second place there, I probably wouldn't have gone for it, but we really need to make sure we can keep our little 13-point advantage intact here. I love that part where you're driving on the sidewalk and you just annihilate all of those parking meters. Like, imagine a meter maid coming down, like, the next morning and seeing that. They're just like, alright, time to go check all my meters. Oh, God! Oh, my God, what is this? Really? Really, dude? You didn't even knock them all over? It's like, well, I mean, I guess I can totally get more people in trouble for, you know, parking in a spot where the meters are totally busted. Yeah, so this is just what happens if you go the regular way here. Oh no! There we go. Oh, hey, thanks for the little boost there, bucko. Damn, is this guy? What is this guy driving? Is he driving? Oh, he's totally driving one of those little hatchbacks, isn't he? I can't lose this race now. If he's driving a hatchback, I can't lose this. I would rather have a root canal than do that. Which I actually, for the first time, I saw like a little infographic video of what a root canal actually looks like while it's being done, and it's gross. Like, what they actually end up doing is disgusting. Like, I watched it now, I kind of cringed a little bit because I already have like a little, you know. Oh no! Oh god! I was trying to get through there. I already have like a little phobia of dentists anyways, and that certainly did not help with like the weird instruments that they go cramming into your gullet. Oh god. Shit, don't blow up, thank you. Okay, we are not looking so hot. This is bad. Go figure, when we're doing it just the regular way it was meant to be driven, arguably the easiest way to do it is when we're having the biggest problem. In my defense, though, I'm pretty sure that the difficulty meter is just about all the way up now. Like, we've pretty much hit the part where it cascades to as high as it can possibly go. So, I mean, it's definitely not the same as when we were playing in the beginning, when you could cruise through most of these, even though I failed to do it. Okay, here's our chance. Here's our chance to really make a splash here. We can really cut out a lot of track if we do this correctly. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we totally blew it here. Oh my god! Oh, we almost messed it up. That guy just got right up in my grill. Almost threw me off. He almost did like that pick move in the NFL where a guy will just like run right in front of you and screen you off, and then the guy goes in front of you and ruins your day. There we go. There we go. This is good. Crunch time is going. I can already feel my heart rate going up a little bit. I just don't want to blow it again. I'm gonna go this way. I probably shouldn't. I'm already regretting it. Yep, oh no! It took me back this way! Oh no! I shouldn't have done it! Oh god. Oh, that was the worst decision. That was the worst thing I could have done. Why didn't I just go this way the whole time? I was so paranoid about... Oh god. I was so paranoid about this part because I always go into it off balance, and it kind of wrecks it for me. Okay, here we go. We might be able to at least get back into second if we can do this right. Oh god, come on baby, come on, get second. There we go. I'll take that. That's fine. That's a total win considering what I just got us into. Strangely, that was our fastest lap, even though we blew up in it. 201 points, back to 190. God damn it. Just can't shake him off, you know? Just doesn't want to go anywhere. Alright, well, we have run out of time for this episode, so we are at a nice 200 points, 10-point lead. Haven't really lost anything there. Actually, we did lose something there. We were ahead by 13, weren't we? I'm sorry. Okay. Back to Los Angeles. We will get to Las Vegas. I am not going to give you a promise that I don't deliver on, otherwise I would either be our president or another politician in general. Oh, shots fired. Whatever. What the hell ever. Alright, you guys, so this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and the Hollywood sign is backwards, apparently. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Or is it? Who knows? It's not backwards that way, but it's backwards the other way. So, you know, what of it, you know? Alright, guys, well, this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So you guys take care, and I'll bet you the Dodgers lost that game in that giant stadium on the hill. So, you know, they suck. But Clayton Kershaw doesn't.